What's up, everybody? This is Betty Garza, MONAT Insider, and this video is going to tell you the pros and cons of being a market partner with MONAT, and we're getting at it right here. All right, so if this is your first time to this channel is all about MONAT and being a market partner with this company. So this channel is also based on my opinions, experiences, and feedback that I get from other market partners or people that have reached out to me and told me what their thoughts are and their opinions. So throughout this channel, you will find out everything you need to know about MONAT. If this is your first time to this channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you're notified each and every time I post a new video. So I'm getting reach outs from different people every day that are looking for more information about MONAT and the opportunity, along with other information about this company. And I absolutely love it. So if there's something in this video that I don't touch base on or you want a little bit more information on, click that link below, set up a one-on-one with me, and I'd love to chit chat with you. All right, so let's get into it. The pros and cons of being a market partner with MONAT. So I'm gonna list off 3 pros and 3 cons about this company, and some of them are feedback through other people or maybe some of the experience that I've had with it. So if you're on this channel thinking about maybe joining the opportunity or just wanting to kind of see what it's all about, definitely stay tuned to the last pro and con. I feel like that's going to give you the most information and be the most useful. Okay, so on this channel, I definitely like to keep it honest. So let's start with the first con when thinking about or being a part of this opportunity with MONAT. So the first one for me is time, okay? So if you're working a full-time job, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're kind of just thinking about getting into the social marketing, direct sales, multi-level marketing industry, time is a big deal. So definitely keep that in mind when making the decision about joining this company and taking on this task, because it does take time. You have to allot time throughout your day to put into this business, not only to grow the business and show the success and see the return of investment, or the return, and it could be investment of time and money, will take some time to definitely see that long-term income gratification. What do I mean by time? I mean that you have to make time to figure out which ways and systems you want to gain business. With this company, of course, it is direct sales. So through direct sales, you have to find clients that are interested in the products that this company provides. And that means that you have to find clients that want to try the hair products, the skin products, and the wellness products. So through that, you have to find and make the time to speak to different people. It could be people that you already know, that know, and trust you, and will take your word for it through the experience that you've had when using the products. Or you have to make the time to go and put yourself out there in talking to people that you don't know you and don't know about these products. So that could be through social media. It could be when you're sitting at a coffee shop and you want to spark up a conversation with the cashier, or maybe somebody that's sitting at the table next to you. It could be, asking the people that you know if they have anybody that might be interested in trying the hair, skin, or wellness products. So you have to be intentional with your time in order to grow your business. And also, if you are doing this as kind of on the side, in the meantime, while you're still working your 9 to 5, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you have the kids all day, the time comes a little later in the day, and a sacrifice of sleep, or maybe going out to dinner with some friends, or to a social hour, whatever it might be, you have to put the time into this in order to be successful. And that isn't always the best scenario for everybody, or maybe you just didn't join at the right time, and at a later time, when something that you're working on now kind of finishes and you're able to make a little bit more time for this. So that's my first con as far as time. If you are one that is organized and can time block and schedule things, and you think that you could at least schedule this into 2 hours of your day, then absolutely, this might be the best opportunity for you. Okay, so that brings me into our first pro. So the first pro with MONAT is the community and culture. Okay, so this is what has kind of brought me into staying with this company for 2 years now, is the community and culture. The community, and that's within the team that I decided to join, because you have different choices, different teams, different sponsors, different uplines that you can join with, though the one that I chose is definitely a good one. And the group of people that I'm a part of are just amazing. They are so positive, they are so motivational. We have different events that we host together and that we get together. And I'm talking about, there are women from Jersey, California, Arizona, New York that have come down to attend our events, and we just choose to surround ourselves with these people that are so positive and so motivational that I just absolutely love it. And the culture is that everybody motivates everyone else. Even if you're having a bad day, even if you are not, growing your team or making the sales for that month or maybe 2 months, we tend to continue to encourage, continue to teach each other, and continue to support one another, because that's what it takes to get through this. Like I said before in other videos, the instant gratification is not always instant. It does take time. It takes time for people to know, like, and trust you and see these products, work. The business aspect and the growth doesn't always happen right away. But the culture and the group that I'm a part of definitely helps make that easier to continue through the company, to continue to push through and continue to grow. And then when you do get that gratification and you are growing your team and people are buying these products and signing up to enjoy the VIP perks, that's when you get that feeling of gratification and you know that your hard work is paying off. So if I was part of a team that wasn't positive and wasn't growing and wasn't helping me to stay motivated and push through everything, I don't know that I would still be here. So community and culture is definitely a big thing when making the decision of what team to be a part of. Okay, so con number 2. If you are someone that is currently working at a 9-to-5, or you're a part of corporate America, or you're simply working at, Starbucks, anything where it's a job that someone lays out your duties and your responsibilities for you, and you show up and you know exactly what to do, how to do it, then that's a different kind of world that you're used to. So con number 2 is making the change of going from a W-2 paid employee and transferring over to a 1099 independent contractor, because that's what you become when you join this opportunity with MONAT. And that can be a big adjustment for somebody. I put this as a con because I feel like there are more people that find it difficult to make this transformation, because sometimes, like I said before, the instant gratification is not there. The every other week check may not be there. It may take a little bit more time. So, but it could also be seen as a, positive thing, because you do, make your schedule, you kind of have that flexibility, which is another subject that I'll get into, but we're going to put this into the con for now because it is an adjustment that you make. And being a 1099, you have to put in the work and do the sales in order to get paid, in order to make that money. And for me, when I first made the transformation to a 1099, an independent contractor, it was a big change for me. And I've talked about this in other videos, that kind of advise you in, if you are at a full-time job and you're going to make the transformation over into a 1099, you really need to have a savings. You really need to have that cushion, because if being an independent and running your business and having your own schedule is something that you really want, you definitely want to have that cushion so that you're not stressed while growing the business, while establishing systems, while getting things in place to get you to the point where you are making money every week, every other week, and things like that. And you're living that comfortable life that you want. So being a 1099, an independent contractor, is a big change, though it can be a good thing. And I just want to make sure that you understand that a 1099 is based on sales and different things that you do based on the opportunity that you join. So that brings me into pro number 2. Pro number 2 is the flexibility that you can have with this opportunity. So when being that 1099 and being that independent contractor, the flexibility is in your control. And if you have a doctor's appointment in the morning, then you know that you aren't going to be able to put a lot of time into your business at that point, right? And the working aspect of your day will definitely be in the afternoon. So just making that time block and putting it into your calendar, whether it's a written calendar or a digital calendar. I tend to keep everything in my phone, right in my calendar. And every morning when I wake up, it's the first thing I do is look to see what my day is like. And I can plan what and when and where the business aspect of my day goes into play. If I have things scheduled in the morning that are more of a personal thing, then I know that in the afternoon is where my workday is going to begin. And that's the beauty of having that flexibility. I don't have to go to anyone and say, hey, I need to take off the morning. I'll be here around noon to start my day, and I'm only going to get paid for those 4 hours or 5 hours, however it works at the current job where you are, and I need the time off in the morning. Then your schedule is kind of based on someone else's approval. When you are the independent person that is making their own money, their own schedule, you have the flexibility to do that without anybody else's permission. So that is the positive and pro that I wanted to point out, to the point you can get to. In the beginning of any business, it is crazy, hectic, because you are building a foundation. You are establishing systems. So of course, in the beginning, you may not have as much flexibility because a lot of your time is going to go into building the foundation of your business. Though once it's established and once it's flowing and you have those systems in place, your flexibility comes into play and you can move things around and make different appointments, and more of your workday could be making appointments for a coffee with a friend, a lunch with the girls, and you're still working and you're still talking about your opportunity in your business. So there's a little flexibility in how you work as well, and you can have a little fun with it. I love getting together with people that already know, like, and trust me. And honestly, this opportunity has helped me to keep in touch with people because I want to reach out and I want to tell everybody about the opportunity and about these amazing products and let them know how it's changed my life and my hair, my skin, and how much I love it. My workday is a little different than most. Okay, so like I said, I was gonna save the best for last, and I sure did. So con number 3 is getting out of your comfort zone. And what do I mean by that? I mean that when you're making a change to become that independent person, to start your business, to make the change out of having the 9 to 5, or maybe just adding some spice to your, being a stay-at-home mom or working from home, is that you have to get out of your comfort zone. Right now, if you're at a 9 to 5 and you have a boss and someone's telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, that's something that you kind of adjust to. And you don't really have to wake up in the morning and think about, okay, what am I going to do for work today? Because when you show up, you kind of already know. So that boss and that company that you work for has already established the systems and the other things that I'm telling you about, so that when you show up, you know what to do. And when you have your own business, guess what? You have to do that. And those lunches and the coffees that you're setting up, you may not 100% be comfortable talking about the opportunity or talking about the products. But the more you do it, the better you will get and the more comfortable you will be. So the con, I put it as a con because I'm at the point where I have gotten comfortable and I can do that with people without second guessing myself or hesitating because I've practiced it so much. Though I put it on the con list because for people that are just kind of thinking about this or have just started, it's a con because you're still uncomfortable doing it. Though I promise the more you practice, the more you get out there and you get out of your comfort zone, the easier it will be. Break out of that comfort zone because when you're uncomfortable, that means you are growing. And when you grow, your business grows. Your business will grow as big as you grow, as big as your, in other videos, I've talked about mindset. I've talked about different ways to grow your business. And if you follow those, you will see success. And so that's why I put it as a con, because not everybody sees it as a pro in the very beginning of their business. Okay, pro number 3. This I had to touch base on because I feel like not a lot of people know about it. And not every company is the same. Not every direct sales company is the same. Not every opportunity that you take to become an independent contractor is the same. We are not all created equally. So pro number 3 is, with this opportunity, you can receive up to 5 paychecks a month. Yes, 5. It doesn't matter, because I know at some regular jobs, if there's 5 Fridays in the month, there might be a possibility you get paid 3 times that month instead of 2, kind of depending on what week you get paid and if it's bi-weekly and so forth. Or maybe you get paid weekly and there is 5 Fridays in that month, you get paid 5 times, right? Otherwise it's 4. So this company, it is, as long as you put the work into it and you're signing up those VIPs and you're growing your team and other market partners are joining you, then you can get 5 paychecks a month. That is every single Friday and every 15th of the month. So every Friday, there is a check that you will receive. It can be direct deposit. Those 5 times that you get paid are either directed right into your checking account or put onto a card that you sign up for. MONAT is what the website, and card is what it's called. So with MONAT, you could either get it on there or get it directly deposited into your account. I personally chose to have the card because I like to know exactly what I'm getting paid, how much do I have of my MONAT and my MONAT income, and it keeps me a little more organized with taxes and stuff like that. So on my card, there's 5 direct deposits or deposits that I get onto that card a month based on my work. And the positive thing and the biggest pro about it is that I have control of how much money is deposited in there. It is based on my sales, my work, and how much I want to do. So if that month, maybe there's something like a vacation I want to take advantage of, or maybe there's a credit card that I want to completely pay off, I have control of that. There is not a dollar amount that is attached to every hour that I work. And it's me, it's in my control, it is in my hands. There is no ceiling. There is no limit. I can do what I want, when I want, and make what I want. So to me, that is the biggest pro there. Now, are there some months that are slower than others? Yes, of course there is. Maybe I take a vacation that month and I had no week of work. So of course it might be a little slower. And then the 15th is all the bonuses that you can make. That's a whole nother video that I can get into for sure, but it's always guaranteed. So the 5 paychecks a month is something that is based on your hard work, based on your successes, and there are no limits to it. It can be whatever you want, as long as you put the work into it. So that's the last pro. Those are my pros and cons. If I skip something, definitely feel free to reach out, shoot a text message, give me a call, send an email, whatever it is that you need to do to get a hold of me. Definitely take advantage of that. There's also that link in the description where you can set up a one-on-one with me and we can chit chat, get to know one another, and I'm looking forward to it. Until next time, bye guys.